Alright, we're gaming. Playing some Law in a good matchup. What could go wrong? But yeah. Playing some Law into Doffy. He doesn't have Perona. We're off to a good start. We have no green cards in hand. Hopefully we'll fix that soon. But he 2 turns with no stacking. Feels bad. He's definitely off to a rough start. Maybe he just didn't has like a Doffy blocker or something, and he just wants to play it next turn, so he sees 1 card deeper, and that's fair enough. But he does drop the tournament pack Jinbei, which is quite a good card against us. We kind of just have to ignore it most of the time. But we're just filling up our board, playing Searchers, got a pretty good start. We'll drop the Makino and we'll leave 1 up if we want a Radical Beam. We'll probably won't, but we'll see. He'll just swing 5. We'll take that 1. Find a blocker log, good timing. He'll swing 7. Hey, we used the Radical Beam. Plays a Boa. We're thinking. I think I'm definitely just debating whether I actually want to attack the Jinbei or not. And I think I decided not to. I don't know. Kind of letting Doflamingo have his board is a little bit scary, but the reason I think I let it rock was just because he hasn't used leader effect or shown any inclination that he would be able to. Because if he had already played like 2 times off his leader and had an extra 2 cards in hand, like, yeah, I definitely need to start respecting the board. But right now, we really don't have to, honestly. Yeah, just a whole bunch of swings this turn. Law is pretty good. he's going low. We'll just use our leader. Bounce the Makino. Grab back to Dawn. Play Zoro. Swing 1 more time. Surely he counters out of this one. Okay, there we go. And we're in a pretty strong spot. And he finally has the Perona. So maybe that's why he decided to take out the life. He just wanted to get his leader, rolling. But at this point in the game, it's definitely feels kind of just too late, especially in this matchup, which is already hard to begin with. But it gets a good hit there. Gets another turning back Jinbei. He has potentially 2 more attacks. So I do use the chopper to block that 1. He'll swing 8 at our quote-unquote vanilla Zoro. Just started deck Zoro. I love this card, by the way. I know it's literally just like a 4-cost vanilla with no counter, but it's 3 cost. We will immediately Jet Pistol his Boa after he puts a Dawn on it. That's rough. He should have swung with it. But he doesn't know we have Jet Pistol. Unless we added it off Nami, then he does know we have Jet Pistol. I don't remember. Swing for 5. Swing for 5. Counters out of both. Probably swing for 7. Thinking on if I'm supposed to play chopper first or swing for 7 first. I'm not sure how much it matters, but put a Dawn on our starter deck Zoro, swing for 7. He takes his last life. We'll play the chopper, use leader, take back our Nami, play restand, Law, swing again for 7. He'll counter for 3. We'll pass it over, acting like we have a Radical Beam. We do not have a Radical Beam. Kind of an important thing in Law, which why I think, or I feel like Radical Beam actually fits the deck very well, is that sometimes you want to play with 1 extra Dawn in case you hit a trigger in their life that would disrupt your leader ability. It's definitely a good habit to kind of form while you're playing this deck, just because if you have the Radical Beam in hand and you're doing that, it feels good, because like, alright, if I don't have to use this one Dawn this turn, I'll still have a Radical Beam. And then when otherwise you would have got punished if you played as if, life wasn't going to affect you, then, you could get pretty badly punished by, like, a Jet Pistol, or, like, what's a blue card that bounces? Brick Fist, that has a trigger. But, you get game 1. I decided to rematch him just because he definitely had a rough start. So, let's see if he wants to. And he does. I just had to take his curve from him. I'm an asshole. But that's also another nice thing about Law, is that you can really play going first or second. A lot of the time I actually prefer going second, which I'm iffy on if it's correct or not, but we have a pretty good 1-3-5 curve here. We don't have a lot of the little guys, but that's fine. He also didn't have another Perona, unfortunate, but he immediately teaches our Zoro, so fair enough. He's kind of keeping up the tempo a little bit. Debating what I want to do. Just gonna swing for 5, probably play my blocker Law, and like replay the vanilla Zoro. Or not vanilla Zoro, starter deck Zoro. And yep, that's what we'll do. He'll teach it again. Come on. But I'll swing 5 with his teach from last turn. I need to free up storage, understandable. Swing for 5, then swing for 6. This notification really will not go away. I don't think it's that important. Okay, we're getting distracted. The Dawn, add Notama, play a Nami, grab a pistol. We're not whiffing. Let's go. Play Otama just because I want to kind of... I'll end up bouncing it back to my hand. And I do misplay here. I'm not going to lie. I blame the notification. But I think I just thought I had a blocker Law in hand, but I had a restand Law. And I'm like, oh, I just missed out on a free attack. But, I mean, it happens. You can see I'm like, what? Where my blocker Law? But nah. We'll still just play the restand Law. It's basically just like playing a vanilla 6K, which isn't the worst. Could have been better though. I missed out on some value there. I feel like right now he's just getting really outpaced because he doesn't have anything to proc his leader, and he just YOLOs it there. And I feel like on those turns where he didn't do that and just hard played like a 4 cost, he definitely could have just YOLO'd it, because the more I feel like Doffy plays a ton of targets, like you're bound to, most of the time you'll hit something. There's like a couple cards that you'll be like, oh, that sucks, but I mean, it happens. Definitely just unlucky he hasn't seen any of his Peronas or Doflamingo blockers. But we're just going to harass this Boa. He has a lot of cards in hand, so we'll try to whittle it down a bit. Go 5 and go 7. Now that we cleared that, we can pistol the Gecko. We'll play our Bonnie first. We find a blocker Law. That's really good. We'll just attack with this Law in field, because I'm not too worried, because I'll be clearing one more body and then establishing my other Law anyway. So we'll use leader, use effect, take back the Nami, then take back the Bonnie, establish our Zoro and our Law, and we'll pistol the Gecko. He's on 10 Dawn, so he can Mihawk. something if he so chooses. But instead, he'll put 3 down on his leader, swing 8 into my rested law, and he'll reveal the Mihawk on top of his deck. So he says, turn late, what are you gonna do? He'll play another Vanilla Gecko and pass it to me. He leaves 2 up. We'll switch with our Bonnie again. We'll just grab another Bonnie. So you don't have any great bounce targets, nor do I really want to sack off my current Bonnie, so we'll just allocate our Dawn to swinging, and then probably just take back the Bonnie we have on field to play one of our Zoros. He'll drop 3k and counter for that 7. We'll swing another 7. He'll love out of that one. We'll go 5 with the Dawn. 1k's out of that. Go 7 with leader. He'll take that one. And we'll bounce Bonnie. I think I debate which Zoro to play here. I don't know if it really mattered, but we'll play the rush Zoro and just swing for 5. I could have also jet pistol that turn, but I just think I wasn't too worried about the board and just wanted to apply a lot of pressure, so that's what I ended up doing. He plays the Mihawk, bottom decks my Law Blocker, swings 5 at my Zoro. I just kind of want to keep a decent amount of my board, if not all of it, because he's on 2 life, 3 cards, and he is tapped out, so I'm definitely either trying to run him out of cards or just go for game next turn. I'll let the Dawn go. It's not that serious. I'll immediately just swing for 7. Probably swing for another 7. One more 7. And he'll concede there. Thanks for watching, guys.